My name is Amanda McLaren. I am the director of the Benzonia Public Library. I have been the director for the last 11 glorious years. I was born in Detroit, but I have lived here since my 4th grade year in elementary school. So I'm a Benzie girl, transplant, but still long enough that I fully claim it. So libraries to me are sacred. They're so special, and it is a safe place. It is a place that people can go to share their happiness and joy, or to find comfort when they're sad. It is a place we go to learn, to gather information, to share information. It is a place that we come together to love and celebrate. To me, libraries, especially when I was younger, we had a library right across the street from or right around the block from our house, and I was allowed to walk to the library by myself, and it was the most magical thing in the world. And so I would go and I would walk around the block and I would spend all day there, and it was to me a sanctuary. And I love that that's something that we create here as well. I work with the best staff of people, and they're so kind and loving, and they take everybody in. And so to me, I am so grateful and proud that we carry on that legacy of libraries and the love for community. And we are so excited this year because we get to celebrate 100 years of community. And that was, as soon as we started talking about how to celebrate that, we knew at the center of everything we wanted it to be community. Because when we think about all the people that have been here before us, how does something last 100 years? It takes a lot of people caring about that and really putting their love into it. So everybody that came before us, all of the people that raised money, that fought for this to be a community house rather than more office buildings or something like that. I feel like this honors them. You know, the celebration honors them and their work and the community of people that still use this building for exactly what it's intended to be, which is a gathering of all of us to share together. So this year we wanted to do things that we wanted to kind of go old-timey, and that was sort of the funny theme when we were like, how do we do an old-timey fall fest and stuff like that. And so it has led to so many different amazing ideas. First, the Strawberry Social, which is traditional. This is something that had happened for years and years and years way back in the day, and this is our first year bringing it back since I've been here, and I'm excited about that. We have things like a book discussion on Waiting for the Morning Train, which was written by Bruce Catton, and it is about his childhood growing up here in Benzonia, and the idea that that discussion is going to take place on the upper level where he played basketball when this was where sports were played, things like that, and the high school would come over. Like, to me, that's so exciting and lovely. So we have that, and then I'm extra excited about our Christmas program that we're gonna have, and again, following that old-timey theme. But more than anything, we just wanted to bring people together. I think that there's been this feeling, there's been a real separation lately, and what we thought, timing couldn't be better to bring everybody together and remind us what it is that we care about, that we love about each other. And so I'm excited mostly about that. So I have been attending events here at the Mills for as long as I can remember. And that's what I love about this building. It's centered in town. It's a building that is easily recognizable by so many people. You know, you just say the big brick building by the one stop light in town and everybody knows what it is. And that's pretty special too. But I have been here for weddings and memorials and for, summer reading programs, and I was here for a quinceanera and for plays and performances and just so many different things. There is so much history here. There is so much togetherness. My mother-in-law's 80th birthday party was upstairs, and that was a really sweet, special day for us. My husband attended preschool here. There is so much tied. And I think about my kids, they grew up in this building. They grew in one way or another, if they were volunteering or enjoying the activities or whatever, they've been here and they've been part of the building. And I just think of how many of us that's true for, and I love it. And it's not just like right here within the building, it's the grounds, it's the park next door, it is the feeling of home right here that I really love. And I think a lot of people can identify with that. So I will say, like, to me, the big moments are in small acts. So we see, I mean, absolutely, there are memories here that I have. I remember talking to a patron who was teaching herself how to read, and she was, she's quite a bit older, and this was something that was so lovely and beautiful, and it's an amazing story. But to me, it's just the people that come in and like they've had to put their dog down or something. And so they have somebody to share that moment with. They have somebody that they can hug. The people in the library, they're not our patrons. They're our family. They truly are. And it's impossible for it not to be that way. So for me, the greatest gifts, the greatest moments, they happen every day here, and it is with just making people know that they belong, that they're loved, and that there's someone here for them. And to me, that's the biggest thing. I have so many moments here with my own family that I'm so grateful for, but I honestly can't say this enough. The family that I have built here is so meaningful. Especially, I have some past board members that we have lost over the last several years, that they are such pillars in my mind of where we're at now. They were so instrumental in just really bringing the library forward. And so I don't know, I'm just so grateful for that. I'm thankful for these mentors, for the friends, for the family. Like, I can't imagine not being here. I can't imagine not having this building, this community, this space of like love and goodness. I just can't imagine this community existing without it. So I have a lot of favorite memories, but honestly, they all just goob into the happiness that I feel whenever I enter here, truly. And I think about the future often. I think about just my hope for libraries and for this building. And I hope that libraries continue to be free, inclusive spaces for anybody that needs it, that they are a home for people that just need a place to be with someone. I hope that they continue to be places of learning and connection and goodness. I hope that libraries continue on forever, because I know, me personally, I don't know what my life would be like without one. I don't know. I wasn't someone who had a lot of guidance, and so I started my own story in a library. I started it in the books that I read, and I started that. And to me, I hope for the next kid that needs to start their own story, that needs to figure out their future, that libraries are available to them so they can kind of put that path forward. For the building, I just hope it existed as it does right now, as a place for celebration and gathering and joy. Like, I just hope that continues. I hope that as a community, we continue to come together and celebrate together, and that in 100 years, there are people talking about those of us that put the path forward for them, and that we just continue to take care of each other and move forward together.